Good morning everybody. God, the light in this car is horrendous. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I am over at my parents' house because I gotta pick up some stuff for today's video. So I have been seeing a kind of trend or just like a video kind of going around YouTube recently whereby people are basically dressing like they did in high school or secondary school, depending on where you're from. And I thought with it kind of being back to school time, this would be a really good time to film this video. And I know a lot of you kind of message me saying that you like my style and all that kind of thing, but sweet lord, you should have seen the way I dressed when I was a teenager. It has taken a long time for me to settle into my own personal style, which is totally normal. I feel like my style has totally evolved from high school / secondary school into college into the way that I dress now. Every stage was so different. So today I am going to be dressing like I did in high school / secondary school. And I seen somebody do this video where they picked up a load of new clothes to dress in the same way that they did in high school, but I'm actually at my parents' house and I'm going to try and find some of the actual clothes that I wore then, because I don't think they've been thrown out. So that's going to be interesting. And of course, I'm going to try and include some embarrassing photos. I tried to find some this morning, but I feel like I have been untagged / deleted all of those from my Facebook page. So I'm going to see if I can find any actual photographs and try and insert them into the clips as we go. So let's get to embarrassing myself. Okay, I have got the goods. This is going to be hilarious. So I was in secondary school, that's what it's called over here in Ireland, from 2005. So I started in September 2005 and finished in January in May / June 2011. And I feel like I went through a real evolution of style throughout those years, and I came across so many different types of outfits that I would have worn from as early as maybe 2008 possibly onwards. So I'm gonna kind of show you some of the earlier things I would have worn, so maybe from when I was about 14, 15 right up till I was about 17. Okay, so we'll start off with the Abercrombie phase. I don't know what specific age I would have been, but I was probably about 13, 14. There was a huge craze around Abercrombie, around Hollister, around Juicy Couture, Uggs. That was the thing, and that is the way everybody wanted to dress. So this would have been a typical outfit that I would have definitely worn. Now I couldn't find an Abercrombie hoodie. My mother's probably thrown them all out. I was obsessed with wearing a massive big oversized hoodie. So I have this one here. It's like my college hoodie. It's the biggest one that I could find. But basically you had to have the most humongous hoodie, and then I would have paired it with a fabulous light wash denim skirt. So it had to be massive on the top and then quite fitted and tight on the bottom, and then you would have grabbed a pair of your favorite leggings / footless tights and then put them on with these babies. Uggs. Uggs were everything when I was that age, and probably right through secondary school, to be honest. I wore these with absolutely everything, and you will kind of see that as we go through all of these outfits. And honestly, I still have these at my house, like here. I didn't have to go looking for them because I wore these during the snow when we got really bad snow at the start of this year. They're super cozy. I don't really wear them out of the house, but if I want to be cozy, I will stick my Uggs on. I have a pair of Ugg slippers and they're the best things ever. So that was like the start of the phase. And as I said, you had that kind of outfit that you could have worn in that look, or you would have went with a pair of tracksuit bottoms. And not just any tracksuit bottoms. These tracksuit bottoms had to have like logos emblazoned all over them. So for example, you would have had something like these Hollister yoga pants that had Hollister written right across the butt, or I'm pretty sure I had a load of pairs of Abercrombie ones also. Then you had the Juicy Couture tracksuits, which you would have seen the likes of, well, actually Throwback Thursday also. Von Dutch, that was huge too. Paris Hilton was a great advocate of a good old Von Dutch tracksuit and the little trucker hats, things like that, but I never really wore those. But these Juicy Couture tracksuits were my everything. So I never ever got like a full tracksuit, like a matching tracksuit. What I done instead was would have just paired random things. So I might have had a pair of the tracksuit bottoms, and then I just would have paired it with a little like zip up cardigan like this one. If it had Juicy written on the back of it, even better. I had these at my house because I was probably wearing them around the house up until maybe about 3 years ago. They're still really comfortable. So you would have went with the matching tracksuit and wore it with your Uggs, or tucked into your Uggs, and then under it you would have worn either your little string tank top. I used to buy so many of these little tank tops from Penneys or Primark, and honestly, I probably wouldn't have went with a black one. I probably would have went with one that was multicolored stripes with lace across the top of it, because cute, and they go with everything obviously. Or any amount of Abercrombie t-shirts like this one. Fab. This one here, which is super soft, and I actually still have this because sometimes I like to wear it for pajamas. Or this one here, which has kind of been dyed blue, and I can remember this, I'm pretty sure this was like one of the very first Abercrombie tops that I got, and I was obsessed with it, and it's obviously got discolored in the wash. Or this one here, fab, pink with white. Lovely. So you would have paired your tracksuit bottoms with one of those t-shirts. Maybe not the little zip up with the t-shirt, maybe just the like t-shirt and tracksuit bottoms on its own, but definitely this here with a little zip up, and preferably a long necklace or a scarf like this. These scarves were like my everything when I was in school. So they had to have some form of a tassel hanging off it. Why? I don't know. And if it was animal print, better. We loved a lot of leopard print back then too. Moving on a couple of years to maybe when I was about 16, I'm gonna say. I was big into wearing any form of leggings, obviously with my Uggs. Then I would have paired it with like a little top like this. So this is actually from Abercrombie as well. Or I would have put it on with just a simple long sleeved top, and then I had to have those scarves on over it and a long necklace underneath because I was all about the layering. And I would have paired it with a cardigan, again leopard print, great. So that was me moved on to about 16 years old. And then when I was like 17, 18, probably more towards the 18 age, when everybody was turning 18 and we were all starting to go out, because the legal age to go out over here in Ireland is 18. Honestly, I don't think the outfits were bad. It was really the makeup and the styling. I found two dresses that I wore on nights out, and I have pictures as well. I'll have pictures of all of these hopefully that I can insert so I can show you what I look like then and obviously how I look like now in them. These dresses from Lipsy were so popular. So anything that was like chiffon and floaty that kind of came in here at the waist, so kind of like a baby doll style dress, these were huge. And then the ultimate. Does anybody remember when Paris Hilton and Amanda Bynes and every other celebrity was wearing Hervé leisure dresses? The bandage ones. This clearly is not an Hervé leisure dress. This is from Coast, I think. But I found this when I can remember the day that I bought this. I was panicking looking for an outfit to wear to my friend's 18th birthday, and I found this and I was obsessed with it. For me, this was like a really grown-up, sophisticated outfit for 17-year-old Grace, because she was dressing like a celebrity dressed. So those are all of the main things I would have worn straight from when I was about 14, 15 up until I was like 17, 18. Okay, let's get to trying things on. Oh god, okay, this is outfit number one. Definitely is probably worse on the bottom than it is on the top. So you went with a massive oversized Abercrombie sweatshirt, and then you would have paired it with like a super short denim mini skirt like so, and it always would have been like a super light wash denim. Even better if you had stuff on the pockets, like on the back. Do you remember when Victoria Beckham came out with, oh my god, what was that called, Rockin' Republic, the jeans with the crowns and stuff? There was loads of dupes of those going around. So if you had the Rockin' Republic crown kind of thing on the pocket, it was great. And then you had to pair it with a pair of footless tights like so. Even better if you could could see your leg. Like, it wasn't that you had to wear footless tights that they came down to meet the Ugg. No, you had to see your leg also. And then a pair of fabulous Uggs. How bad does this make my legs look? Also though, things don't change. I always would have worn my little pearl earrings. I wore these all throughout school, and then I would have had a big messy bun on top of my head as well. So to the effect of like this, it had to be like really undone and messy, like so. Yeah, perfect. Okay, next phase, the tracksuit with the Uggs. Clearly we were all very into dressing as sloppy as possible. There is a way to make this actually look well, but I thought this looked amazing. So you would have worn your zippy, only zip to here though, never up higher than that, always halfway, because you had to see the little tank top underneath it. And as I said, it usually would have had like lace trim here and probably would have been stripy, so there was a little bit more detail. And then I had to layer it with a long necklace because that was just how I wore things then. My hair actually wouldn't have been too much different, to be honest. My hair was kind of like this in school. It was just poker straight most times, or up in a bun on top of my head. And then you went down to the tracksuit bottoms and you had to wear them with a pair of Uggs or a pair of ballet flats. I did that an awful lot too. So either Uggs or ballet flats, preferably Uggs, and they had to be tucked in, but only tucked in kind of, like the more they were falling out of the Uggs, the better. Like, in fairness, this kind of looks a little bit like I'm wearing my pajamas or something around the house, but this was the look. Also, actually, I must grab the scarf, because the scarf also kind of went with this one too. So one of these, let me see, we'll do this one. So these scarves had to be worn wrapped like this. Yep, brilliant. Yeah, so kind of like this. If they were like a little bit shorter, it would have been better, but these were fun. I wore them with absolutely everything. So if it was a little bit colder, you would have went with the scarf option as well, just to cover up your chest, you know. Very stylish. Okay, so here's another full look. Your Abercrombie t-shirt, your yoga pants / tracksuit bottoms tucked into your Uggs. This was like more of a relaxed look, I'm gonna say. Again, you might have thrown this on with one of the scarves and had your hair up in a bun on top of your head. But this was like the epitome of the way that I dressed when I was maybe 14 or 15. Yep. Okay, we're getting a little bit better. So this is actually like almost an exact replica of a look that I wore. A look that I wore when I was on a school trip. We went on a school trip to Paris when I was in 5th year, so I would have been maybe 17 at the time. And I wore this jacket constantly, and I actually really like this jacket. It's really cute. I just would not wear it like this. But I wore it with a super tight little long sleeved top, my leggings, my Uggs, and then I had to obviously put the tasseled scarf and a long necklace layered over it because cute. I'm pretty sure I might have worn this with a black tasseled scarf, but this was a look. Getting slightly better, at least I was kind of starting to wear more fitted clothes on the bottom half. Okay, yes, for sure would have worn this outfit. I was obsessed with this cardigan, and anything leopard print was massive when I was in school. Like, I mean, leopard print scarves, leopard print ballet flats, leopard print cardigans. These were all the rage. So this would be another kind of version of this outfit. I had a lot of things that I just kind of swapped out with one another. I had a bit of a capsule wardrobe going on, but definitely would have worn this little ensemble all together. And also the cardigan had to be this length. This kind of mid-thigh length of a cardigan was like super in. It's just all proportions, and I don't even know. Okay, moving on. We're getting a little bit better. Obviously this was when I was a little bit older and we were kind of starting to go out and go to parties and things like that. So this type of dress was so popular when I was in school. Like, I think I wore out a variation of this dress so many times, just basically in different colors and different prints. So I would have worn this, and as I said, like towards my younger age wearing this, I would have worn it with a pair of flat gladiator sandals, and then obviously going, I would have worn it with a pair of heels. But I found a picture of me and one of my friends. I obviously will crop my friend out of the photo because I don't need to mortify her too. But I was wearing a headband with it, and I completely forgot that headbands got so big. There were so many random trends when I was in school and in college, but headbands were like a trend when I was maybe in 5th or 6th year, so 17, 18, probably more so 17. So I'm gonna throw this on. I don't have the exact headband anymore. It was like a chain headband, but it was black and gold too, and you wore it like this. Perfect. Yes. Oh my god, this is like identical to the way I wore this. Oh lord. Okay, so this was the final outfit. You had to wear your headband and the dress. However, as I said, I definitely wouldn't pass this dress up for going out or whatever. It's probably not so much my style right now anymore, but it's still a really cute dress. Now we're talking. This is a little bit better. I feel a lot more comfortable, like I could definitely wear this here. So I can remember when I bought this dress, this was a little bit more grown up and sophisticated than anything I would wear. I can remember my mom was like, yeah, no, this looks good, go with this one. So I got this, as I said, to go to one of my friends' 18th birthday parties. I for sure have a picture of me in this dress, so I will definitely insert it here somewhere. And I actually really liked the outfit, but looking back on the photos now, the main thing that is wrong is my makeup. Sweet lord, my makeup was interesting. I was all about like the darkest smoky eye you could possibly get. So I suppose this was probably the time where my style was starting to turn around a little bit. I know when I was in college I did experiment with clothes a lot more and went into a lot of random trends. I dressed straight up like Rihanna at one stage and definitely had that Jeffrey Campbell moment too. You remember those big platform boots? Went through that stage as well. But this is probably as close to the way I dress now as you will get. This is actually a really cute little dress. Pretty. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed having a look at the way my style has evolved throughout the years. As you can see, I went through a big style evolution from I was about 14, as you do. I don't think anybody still dresses the same way they did when they were 14, but those are very typical outfits that I would have worn as I was growing up. So do let me know down in the comments if you kind of dressed in any of those types of trends too, because I would love to know if those trends were the same in other countries. It'd be really interesting. And if you want to see some more actual kind of fashion videos, like more hauls or come shop with me's and things like that are more related to my style now, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to film, and just, you know, it's going to be embarrassing to stick those photos in, so give me a thumbs up for the support. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see some more videos, and I will see you all again in my next one. Bye!